If you enjoy what you hear here today, please consider supporting me on my Patreon page. Every dollar helps, and you get to see content that you won't see here. Luna's Gay Old Day by D.E.I. Caboose. Princess Luna was feeling quite gay this morning. Gay. Old meaning light-hearted and carefree. Bucking the ballroom doors open with a quick thrust of her legs, Luna took little notice of the wood splintering across the floor as she pranced inside. She merrily made her way over to her sister, sitting before an ornate dining table, mouth filled with half-eaten pancakes, and a cup of tea threatening to spill due to Luna's unexpected entrance. "We have done it, sister!" Luna proclaimed in a regal tone. She then revealed a large book previously perched upon her back. "Our studies have been a success. Every day we grow closer to our full reintegration into contemporary society. Applaud our progress." Once she had finished coughing up the mushy remains of half-eaten pancakes, Princess Celestia looked to Luna with a warm smile. "Well done, Luna. I know how enthusiastic you are about catching up on what you've missed these past 1,000 years. Do tell, what have you been studying now?" "Linguistics!" Luna shouted, throwing her book onto the table. "Equestrian has evolved much since our time. Through the assistance of this compendium of semantics, we are now up to date on how to ejaculate correctly." Celestia spat out her tea. "Ejaculate. Old meaning, to say something quickly and suddenly." Luna continued to smile, unaware of Celestia's growing look of revulsion. She then reared herself on her hind legs and gave a grin of excitement. "We aim to share our progress with our Ponyvillian friends." Her wings spread wide and she looked towards an open window. "Why, if we were quite honest, sister, we have not felt this gay in quite a while." Celestia then dropped her cup. Luna practically squeaked. "These words are so exciting! Gay! We must ejaculate to the heavens how gay we feel!" She sprung into the air and rocketed off out of the castle into the distance, Ponyville on the horizon. Celestia only continued to stare forward, her gaze ever so slightly shifting towards the tome Luna had left behind, it appearing far more worn and ancient than Celestia had noticed. The words, "Ye Old Dictionary," transcribed on the cover. The princess gave a very unprincess-like chortle. Meanwhile, Luna soared through the air over the orchard of apple trees known as Sweet Apple Acres. She wished to share her semantic knowledge with her elemental friends, Applejack being the first on her list due to her proximity. Spotting two figures down below, Luna dropped to the ground, startling the yellow filly and brown canine she was met with. Luna could not help but tut an annoyance. "Not the audience I was hoping for. Pray tell, yellow one, where might I find—" Luna's words died in her throat as she suddenly leaned over the dog, the nearby Apple Bloom only growing more unnerved, least of all by the apparent presence of Nightmare Moon herself. "Oh, that is a bitch if ever we have seen one. Majestically so." "Bitch. Old meaning, a female dog, wolf, fox, or otter." Applebloom gawked at the princess before growling, running up, and bucking Luna in the shin. "I'm tailing Applejack!" Bloom yelled out as she ran off with Winona at her side, Luna still hopping on 3 legs behind her. "Ow! Ow! Wait, Bow-Wearer! We simply wish to admire your glorious puppy!" Several seconds went by as Luna peered in the direction Applebloom had run off to, wondering what had prompted her to leave so suddenly. She then became enraged. "Oh, wait! She striked us! A princess cannot let this go so idly! You shall rule this day, filly whose name I do not recall!" She shook a hoof with spite. Princess Luna? Is that you?" A small voice sounded out from behind a nearby tree. prompting Luna to turn and find Fluttershy fluttering nearby.
I heard shouting and thought Big Mac might have hurt himself again. Farms can be quite dangerous at times.
Luna turned with a stoic gaze.
'Tis this the truth? Then we shall remain extra vigilant. Come, fluttering pony. Who knows what lurks in the shadows of the grove?
Luna proceeded to scuttle away, eyes darting towards unseen foes. Fluttershy flew close by, mildly afraid but intent to discover Luna's purpose here, only for Luna to beat her to the question.
What brings you to these parts, my little pony? Oh, I was helping Applejack with some gardening. I find it can be quite soothing.
She looked up to Luna questioning.
Princess Luna? Why exactly are you here, though?
Her eyes widened in fright.
Is something bad? Are we in danger? Nay, but we cannot be too careful if this farm is as dangerous as you claim. We were simply lingering after being molested by Applejack's sister.
Fluttershy suddenly fainted. Molest. Old meaning? To pester or harass someone in an aggressive or persistent manner. A prodding hoof soon awoke the slumbering Pegasus, who looked up to Luna in worry and shock.
Princess Luna? Did you say that Apple Bloom...
Quite so, quiet friend. Luna sighed dramatically.
We simply wish to pet her puppy. Oh my, you poor dear.
Fluttershy began to rub Luna's back.
Do you want to talk about it?
Nay. Luna looked away in shame.
It is too embarrassing to discuss. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Princess Luna. It could have happened to any pony.
Fluttershy met Luna with a small smile, which did much to improve Luna's diminishing happiness.
Thank you for your kind words, subject. We must be away, however. There are other ponies we must meet on this day.
As she prepared to fly away, Luna momentarily pondered the correct way to say goodbye in contemporary society.
Toodles,
she shouted as she burst into the sky, Fluttershy waving behind her.
She's so brave to put on a happy face for me.
Her look then turned sour.
Apple Bloom is going to get a very stern talking to.
Meanwhile, in the center of Ponyville, Luna touched down nearby the pony she recognized as Rarity, who was currently wheeling a collection of dresses towards the Ponyville train station. She greeted Luna with a smile.
Why, Princess, how splendid to see you. I'm afraid I am in quite the rush, however. These dresses are overdue and must be in Canterlot by sundown.
Greeting the mayor with a regal nod, Luna gazed upon the immaculate dresses Rarity had constructed, all of the colors of the rainbow. They were so stunning that Luna repressed the desire to request one for herself then and there, instead choosing to simply compliment them as best as she could with the words she now knew.
These dresses are truly awful, Rarity.
Rarity heard her heart shatter. Awful. Old meaning, to be worthy of awe. For the second time that day, a pony ran away from Luna with a disposition far from the gay one she had been hoping for.
What is with every pony today? Why does no pony want to be gay with me?
Several ponies looked her way disapprovingly, some with their hooves over their foals' ears. Luna found herself growing quite aggravated under their stares.
And just what is every pony looking at? Can I not ejaculate in peace?
The crowd groaned in disgust. Amongst the crowd was Rainbow Dash, who teetered towards Luna with an uneasy expression.
Princess, not that we're not happy with your life choices, but, don't you think there's a time and a place for this sort of thing?
She wrung her hooves together, choosing her words carefully. Luna could only grunt in disapproval, her eagerness to share her linguistic success with her friends rapidly diminishing.
But it is not fair, Rainbow Dash. I simply wish to spend my day making every pony gay. Is that so wrong?
Rainbow rubbed her mane as Luna's embarrassing and public meltdown escalated.
It's just that some ponies don't appreciate you being so open with this sort of thing. Maybe if you talk to your sister, or Twilight, or... What about you, Rainbow Dash?
Luna piped up, leaning down to Rainbow. Her voice was low and excited.
Will you be gay with us this day?
Rainbow's shock was quickly dissipated by the giggle she heard behind her. Her wings flapped to life as she gave Luna a rage-filled glare.
You know, I'm sick of ponies like you making passes at me. This mane isn't a statement. I was born with it.
Luna could not get in a reply before Rainbow shot off into the sky, a sonic rainboom exploding out seconds later.
What in Equestria was that about?
Luna pondered to herself, deciding to head in the direction of Twilight's library home, hoping that perhaps her sister student could shed some light on just what was wrong with every pony today. Luna's pace almost ground to a halt as she came to a stark realization. All these ponies had stormed off soon after she had used some of the words she had recently learned.
Could that be it?
Luna thought to herself as the library drew closer.
Have we perhaps mistakenly been insulting our friends this whole time with our linguistic prowess?
The door to the library creaked open with a flick of her horn, and Luna chose to forego the expected greetings and get straight to the point.
Twilight Sparkle, we feel we have given rise to several boners all over town. What would you have us do?
Boner. Old meaning? A stupid mistake. The end.